everyone, it's Laura from Laura's Handcrafted Treats and Treasures. Welcome to or back to my channel. All right, I have something here. I am so excited about these. I was speaking with, texting with Shelly Sishin. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name right, but we were texting about something else. So I went to her channel and was watching a video, and she was making these like chip bags from Carolyn's Musings. And I'm like, oh, I must have missed the chip bags. How did I miss the chip bags? So I'm going to follow Shelly's process for the way she crimped her bags. I think it's, for me, I don't know what they originally used. I didn't look far into it. But anyway, I reached out to Miss Carolyn from Carolyn's Musings, and I asked her, oh, do you plan to do any more chip bags? I really loved this idea, and I just have so many things that I think could be put in here. So she made not only some non-Christian, but she made some Christian bags, and I think this is just going to be so fun. Okay, I'm going to go through these really quick, and then I'm going to get them assembled, and then we're going to talk about what you could put inside of them. So first we have Gingerbread Giggles. This is on her Ko-fi and her Etsy shop. All of her links will be in my description box, so you can find these very easily. I will actually link these as well. She has a Facebook page, One Way Journals, and she has a YouTube channel. So I think this is so cute. Gingerbread Giggles for your nibbles. So cute. This one, Grinchy Bites. A little mischief in every crunch. I love this. This is so cute. And then we have Bethlehem Bites. So we have the manger scene, sharing his love one treat at a time. And then when you get to this part where she has the nutritious facts, she, puts some different things for that Christian paper. So adorable. So I'm going to be using both, obviously. The Polar Bear Munchies for warm hearts. We have the Reindeer Crunchies, winter fun in every bite. Oh my gosh, these are so cute. Snowflake Crunch, snow much love inside. Oh my goodness. Go check these out, you guys. And she was so gracious to be like, yep, I'll do that for you. Because I reached out to her and I said, Miss Carolyn, I don't even know how I missed your Easter bag, but could you do something in Christmas? And she not only she was going to originally do 5, there's 8 of these in the kit. Can you imagine giving these to your grandkids, to people at church, to people at work? What a cute, fun little idea. Starlight Crunch, a sparkle of fun inside. So cute. Wing Pop Snacks, sparkled with joy. So I'm going to go ahead and get these bags together, and then I'm going to start processing a list of what I think could go in the bag. I will tell you, in this bag, I have popcorn, and it is a candied popcorn that I just got. It is sealed in a bag on the inside, and I'm testing it. So I'm not going to open this for, let's see, I did it on, I want to say July, no, not July. I did it just recently. So I'm going to hold off opening this probably till the end of October, because I want to see what the popcorn tastes like inside, if it's still fresh enough. But popcorn obviously is one idea for crunch, but I am already thinking of other ideas. Anyway, I'll stop my blabbing. Let's get going, and I'm gonna make some bags. All right, let's get some scoring done. So if you put your paper, I have not cut any of the borders yet. I'm going to. That's just going to come after. I want to get my paper folded first so that I get a straight line across the bottom. So if you put your paper this way in your scoreboard, you can do this with a ruler as well. But if you put the top to the top of your scoreboard, some of you may do this. I find it more comfortable to score like this. Anyway, if you put this to the top and you go right at that 3-inch mark, it goes right down that dotted line that Miss Carolyn has provided for us. Then I turned it around and I just moved it in a little smidgen towards this way to hit the 2 7/8, and I'm almost there. And then you'll hit right on that score line too. Okay, so once I've done all my scoring, I'm going to go ahead and do all of my folding. I'm going to fold. Now, as you can see, she's just perfectly put this here for us. We could even cut this border off and you're still going to hit within that line, which I might do, and then cut these borders off. But it's perfectly that way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this down first. Then I'm going to take my chomper here, and I'm going to go ahead and chomp these off. But I'm going to wait until they're all done. Everything's glued, so I'm working sort of in an assembly line. So I'm going to get those done, and then I'll be back again. Okay, I have them all folded, and I decided to trim off that white part. I'm not going to do any inking. I don't know if I did inking on this one or not. No, I didn't. No, I don't think it needs it. So, yeah, it's just as simple as following along this border. And I'm only going up to this white part because that is going to be cut off. And I was going to put a strip of glue right here, but you know how a chip bag, that isn't usually glued down tight anyway. But I didn't think it was necessary, honestly. So, yeah, simply glue it. And there you have it. So I did one so that I could kind of show you what I'm going to do. Now, this is glued down, and then what I want to do is put my pin back in my art glitter glue before it dries up, because we know how that goes. It doesn't take long. And I'm going to go ahead and bring in my guillotine. I called it a chomper, but it's a guillotine. And I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of that white part. I may decide to ink some of them, but even if I do, I can do it after the whole process is done. So this is why I wanted to glue it down, as Natasha would say. And then you have this. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to opt to glue my top or my bottom. I can't glue the top yet, obviously, because we have to put something in there. But I'm going to go ahead, and I think I need to do a little touch up here. And so see, you can always go back and run a bead of glue. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that bottom down. And I'm going to glue kind of like to where the green, where I can see it just inside. I'm going to glue up there because I am going to do this the way Shelly did it. But I thought maybe the glue would help it be a little more prominent. So that's why I want to try it this way. Okay, and then we have that. And then, of course, I would normally wait for it to dry. But I wanted to get this video out because I was so excited about it. So I think she talked about how they used a crimper. Somebody used a crimper. I'll have to go back and look for the video of this being done. I think I can find it in Miss Carolyn's Ko-fi shop. I think there's probably a video attached to the process. So then what Shelly did was she just scored every 1/8 of an inch, and you can go as high as you want, but then I don't know if you can see, but you get your little score lines. And I think for me, the 3 lines that are there are perfect. Now, obviously, I can't do that to the top until, I put something in there. But the thing is once it's in there, Okay, phone disruption. Where was I? So because this is going to have to be glued down, I might be able to do it with the stuff in there, but just depending on what you put. So I'm going to go ahead and put those score marks in here right now. And I will show you why I was going to try to do it a little different, which that's fine. It looks all right. Because I thought, well, once I glued it, I kind of smushed them. But now that I'm looking at this, I'm wondering if I couldn't lay that down and sort of, depending on what you put in there, and then do that again. A little more difficult, you know, but I'm sure you will work it out. So yeah, the 3 lines is plenty. The 3 score marks is plenty. Oh yeah, that helped. But yeah, and then you have these cute little bags. So I'm going to finish them up, and I'm going to come back and show you all of them. And then we're going to talk about what you can put inside of them, because my brain's been going. I'll be back. And there they are. Super cute. Very quick and easy to put together. I have scored top and bottom, but I did have glued my bottom. Yeah, super, super cute. So let's just take one more look at them. And let's start talking about what can go in here. So cute. Okay, so I'm going to bring the Easter one back in, and I decided I'm going to go ahead and open this one because it doesn't matter anyway for what's on the inside. And guess what? I can go print another one, right? So I'm going to open this up. Trying not to cut into that bag to show you the bag that I used. So as you can see, they're flat, and I used these bags. Now I got these from Uline. They were given to me by someone, so I have quite a few. But I'm sure you can find something comparable. The reason I wanted to use these is I have a food saver, and I was able to pop this in to the food saver and seal it. But if you use, even like if you go to Hobby Lobby and go to the Wilton section, and you know they have all their bags, I'm sure if you folded it a few times and then, you know, laid it, you know, kind of sealed it over here with washi tape or something, you're gonna get the same thing. But these were perfect, that fit just inside the bag, and I wanted them to be flat because I didn't want this to be too bulky. Yeah, so anyway, it came out. That's what I used. So let's talk about some things that we could probably put in here. Popcorn, absolutely. Number 1, you could put some gingerbread cookies. You could put, I was thinking Crunchy Bites, that Crunch Bar. I think they make Crunch Bar minis. So look through all like the mini candies. If you make like a sugar cookie, a flat, you know, a big sugar cookie could go in here, which I have done and used to put in here. You could make it square. Or you could make it round. It doesn't matter. You could put peanuts. You could put just any type of a mixture of nuts, or maybe pumpkin seeds. So that'd be really good if this was a fall theme. Hint, hint, Miss Carolyn. Nothing I need right now, but with a fall theme, I was thinking, boy, you could do candy corn. You could do pumpkin seeds. Wouldn't this be great even for like just seeds? Maybe in the springtime, like this one, if you filled it with seeds that someone could plant in their garden, or maybe a couple of packets. What a great little gift. Oh, I just had another idea. What if you could put, you know, for someone who's not feeling well, they're sick, and you take them this little package that has some Kleenex in there, maybe some throat lozenges, maybe a little, you know, just a little care package of tea, a tea bag. So you could put some different things in there. Let's see, what else was I? Oh, you could put, now Shelly had said she had put a little shirt. So like it must be for a littler, you know, person. You could put a shirt in there. But another thing I was thinking of is making little booklets. So I have a couple ideas for these, but I was thinking making a little booklet sort of with some pages in there, a little journaling type booklet, and then you could put that in there, and then maybe, you know, a little treat in there as well. But you know, it'd be great is if you put your comments about what you would put in the bag, and if you would make some bags and show us what you put in them and how you package them, that'd be awesome. So anyway, I hope you found this interesting and fun. These are going to be so much fun, and I know what all my little greats are getting this year. They're getting one of these. Probably that one. So I hope you found this fun and interesting. Go grab yourself some bags and have fun. Bye.